The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and it is intended only for mature audiences.
Yes, I said, oh.
And this is y'all on y'all way to have a good time. Y'all.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. So now I'm standing outside the car and I'm looking at him and I'm like, are we good? So he snatched the keys out the ignition. He walked around the car. He was like, yo, I'm driving. I said, yo, you're not driving. You're not driving. I'm driving. So he snatched my phone out of my hand. He goes back around the other side of the car and he slams, he throws his Corona bottle on the ground, smash that. And so I'm like, all right, man, now I got to deal with this fool of shit.
Oh,
Like,
man.
Lord, this is about to be a long ass fucking night. So,
I can only imagine.
right. So he got my phone. He's scrolling through, looking for whatever he's looking for. There is absolutely nothing in my phone.
Right.
So he's scrolling, looking in messages and all kinds of shit and pulling up my nephew. And I don't know what the hell he thought. I don't know what the hell he thought he was going to find. But anyway,
see, now, this literally came from him running the red light. I'm going to be clear. Him running the red light. You like, okay, nigga, you doing too much. Give me the keys. You doing too much.
Right.
Now
right.
It's security seeping.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Right. So then I'm like, yo, I didn't say nothing. You know, he pretty much was like, yeah, you a bitch this, you ain't worth nothing like the rest of them hoes and this, that, and the third. I mean, just going in. All right. And at this point, I'm like, no, not the tantrum, you know, whatever.
Right.
So I was like, yo, do you still want to get blacks? And he was like, yeah, stop at the truck stop up here. So we pull in at the truck stop. And when we pull in the truck stop, I pull in beside a truck, right? I'm not really paying attention to what's going on. Now, he still got my phone and he's scrolling or whatever.
Oh, he still got the phone. He's still
got my phone scrolling, whatever he's looking for, right? So we pulled up and he throws my phone against the dashboard. And he doesn't like accuse me or nothing, but then he jumps across the car and he grabbed me by my neck, right? And he's, you know, doing, I don't know if he was trying to shake me or whatever, but he grabbed me by my neck or whatever. And then he stops and he gets out the car. He takes my keys out the ignition. He get out the car. And now I'm looking at him like, this nigga done lost his mind.
Oh,
he lost
man.
it. He done lost his mind. So when I tell you, like, for me not to have ever been in that situation before.
You, at this point, are you like, yo, are you fearing for your life right now? Are you kind of fearful? I mean, I would imagine it's not scary.
So, fear. More so fear of the outcome. What's about to happen next?
Wow.
You know, like what's about to happen next?
Damn.
So now, from a female's perspective, typically the Lord, it was me, BJ, and the Lord there. Okay, let me just tell you that. Because once upon a time, I would have met all that energy. Or I would have met, I don't know why I actually didn't.
Right. Times 10 type shit. You would have been on times 10.
Yes.
Right.
It would have been a brawl. It would have been a brawl, right? But for whatever the reason, I just looked at him. He went in the store and instead of me being angry, I moved more into strategic.
Wow.
So I reached over, I got my phone out the floor, I turned it off. I don't know why my mind was working like it was working, but I turned the phone off because one, I don't want him to have my phone in case I need my phone. So
that's right.
I turned the phone off in case we leave and I can say, well, shit, maybe you dropped it on the ground, you know, but I wanted him not to have it. So I turned it off and dropped it underneath my seat. He took the keys, so obviously I couldn't go nowhere or nothing like that.
God, man.
And he goes in the store. He must have realized he left my phone and thought maybe I called somebody or whatever. But he came directly out the store. He came out the store. When he came out the store, whoever was in the truck must have recognized him. And he was like, hey, BJ, you know, how you doing? He was like, yeah. He was like, sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened just there. So he was like, yeah, I'm about to go to jail for the rest of my life, right?
He said that.
He said it. He was like, yeah, I'm about to go to jail for the rest of my life.
Man.
So I'm like, all right, now we really gonna be on bullshit tonight, but that's okay.
Sheesh. Yeah, if somebody tell me that, I
Um,
don't want. Oh, okay.
right. So um, I'm like, all right. So now I'm more so saying, all right, well, let me see if I can talk him down. Let me see if I can bring him back.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
And so he get in the car and he like, yo, let's go. Let's go. And I'm like, yo, let's talk about it. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, we was fine a few minutes ago. Like,
Wow.
what happened? What's the problem or whatever? He was like, yo, let's fucking go now. He said, I know you probably called the police. I said, I haven't called nobody. But I just trying to see what happened because we was good. He was like, no, let's get the fuck out of here right now. And he took the keys out of the ignition. He was like, I'm driving. I was like, yo, you're not driving. You're not driving the car. And he was like, well, yo, move this bitch then or whatever. So I was like, all right, fuck it. He was like, yo, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going out. You know, you can take me to, I think he said, take me to my mom's house or something like that. So now I'm like, hell yeah, I can take you to your mom's house. Absolutely. I can do whatever the hell I need to do to get you up out of this car right now. So sure. So then I pull off. He was like, nah, you're not gonna take me to my mom's house. You're gonna take me to your house so I can get my stuff. You're not going to my motherfucking house, man. My kids there, my grands there. You ain't going to my house.
No
No,
question. Ain't
that's
happening.
dead. Right. So then I'm like, well, look, let's just pull over somewhere and talk about it. Now, mind you, also he has already threatened to hit me while I'm driving.
Oh
So now in my
man.
mind, I'm like, yeah, we gotta even the playing field because you're not about to attack me while I'm
Well, no,
driving.
hold on. Fuck to hit you while you drive. He threatened to take your life, saying I'm gonna do life in prison.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
So, but it's still you got to. It's not gonna be an easy one. It's not gonna be
No
easy as
question.
you think it is, right? So
Wow.
he said, "Yeah, pull over because I gotta take a piss." So we pull over at the storage fuel station, right? And um, he's still going through my. Oh, he asked me for my phone back, but we hadn't left the parking lot yet,
Right.
so I couldn't lie and say that he might have dropped it or whatever. So I just gave him the phone, and he went in and started scrolling again or whatever. Now he's going through my deleted messages,
Oh my
right? Going through
God.
the deleted messages, and I was like, "It's nothing in here. What the fuck?" But anywho, I'm gonna let you have it. So when we stop at the Chula station at that gas station, nobody's there. He throws my phone again, and he screams, "Stop deleting messages!" Not that he had found anything, but that I had deleted messages.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Right.
so
Like.
stop. Yeah, right. So stop. That's what he screamed. Stop deleting messages. So then he jumps across the car again, and this time he grabs me by my throat or chest or something over in this area,
Damn,
and he
Sarita.
with one hand, and he's pushing my head with the other hand. So he's not
What?
like throwing blows, but he's pushing my head or
That's
whatever.
still assault. That's
um
assault. He still put
it's
his
still
hands on him.
it's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah
yeah. We ain't
it's
gonna give
still
him.
it's
We
still
ain't giving
assault.
him no shine. No kind of leeway.
Yeah.
Nah, that's assault.
So if the window was up, just to give you a visual, if the window was up, my head would have been hitting the window because he was like,
Mm.
shoving whatever. But the window was down. Now, the entire time all of this fuckery is going on, any and everybody that knows me knows the Blicky is always with me. Always.
Yeah.
Learned that from the last husband.
Yeah.
It's always with me,
Goddamn
right?
right.
So it's across my chest, it's in my bag, right? But never did I think about using it on him or anything until this moment.
I mean,
Because
obviously, not to stop you because at this point, you've already endured a threat,
uh-huh.
physical
Mm-hmm.
violence, because regardless if you
Mm-hmm.
want to dismiss it, physical violence, you've already
Mm-hmm.
endured enough to legally feel like you're being threatened, on top
Mm-hmm.
of verbally being threatened. So at this
Right.
point, you've already over exceeded what the average person would have been like, fuck this shit.
Right.
Okay, I'm
Right.
gonna put that out there. Okay, so
So um now in my mind, because my bag is across me or whatever, I got my crossbody on, my gun is in there, whatever. And he lets go. Now in my mind, I'm like, all right, that's it. Because he's escalating. I don't know what you planning to do next. I don't know what's on your agenda,
wow,
and I'm not about to find
got
out,
you
right?
hell
So
no.
yeah, so he takes the keys out of the ignition. He get out the car. I get out the car. I take my gun out. When my gun is in my pocketbook, for whatever reason, something hit the button and the clip comes out. So I had to put the clip back in, rack it, right? So rack it. And he was already out the car on the other side. I get out the driver's side, leave the door open. I walk around to the back of the car. I didn't never go all the way over. I'm a little ways away so he can see me head to toe. And I'm not pointing the gun at him, but he can visually see that I had it, right?
Right.
And I was like, BJ, give me my keys and give me my phone. And he's like, oh, so you gonna shoot me? I said, yo, just give me my keys, give me my phone. And he was like, well, shit, you gonna have to shoot me today.
Wow.
Okay, round one, in the air.
Right.
Because what I'm gonna do, and my attorney, everybody, they call that a warning shot.
That's right.
Me personally, I can't tell whether my gun is on safety or not. So I need to make sure my girl ready for if this nigga act dumb. Round one in the air. Warning shot. But she also ready. Right. So I then back away from him, back around to the driver's side, and I'm in the crevice of the door and the car.
And at this point, after the warning shot, he's still aggressive, still.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, he's still talking shit.
Right.
So I back around because I don't want, he has the keys in my car and I don't want him to jump in my car and try to drive off or whatever. So he comes around the car, comes around to where I'm at, comes around the car, and he said, well, you're going to have to kill me today. Okay. All right. I'm warning you. I never once pointed the gun chest level, head level. It stayed pointing down. Because I don't want to. Come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to shoot nobody. Like, seriously?
Right. And no, you've never been a violent person, so, but yeah, go ahead.
No. So he come around, and I was like, BJ, back up. Because what you're not going to do is take my gun. That's not going to happen.
Please not.
It's not going to happen. So once he got in arm's length, I fired the first shot. It went in his knee, but he kept coming. And then, so I fired two more shots. One missed him. The other one hit him in his groin. So for everybody thought that I was aiming for his shit, that was not the case. He kept coming, and I just didn't raise the gun up no higher, and that's how he got shot there. Okay, right. So no, I was not trying to take that manhood. That would have been me.
So he got one ball. He got one ball.
I hope he got them both. I don't know what good is gonna do him now, but I hope he got them both.
But the fact that you won the shot, then you hit him in a non-lethal area, and he kept proceeding. So he was determined, God forbid, to get his hands on you.
Yeah. So after the second shot hit him, he kind of goes down to his knees, and he's like, "All right, Sharita, you got it." He tossed my keys on the ground. I go pick the keys up. When I look back, he didn't hop on around the car. So then he tossed my phone on top of the car. Okay, here you go. He tossed me my phone. He had knocked the case off it, so I didn't recognize it right away until I hit the screen and I seen my picture on there. I was like, all right, cool. Now, mind you, I wasn't thinking about the fact that I just shot this guy or whatever, right?
Right.
So when I look back and I ain't see him, and then I looked and he's laying on the ground, I'm like, God damn. Shut the fuck
It ain't funny.
up.
It's just the fact that I can only imagine what the hell you thinking right now, right?
Yo, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So this fool on the ground screams, I still love you, baby. And I'm like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Are you kidding? Yo, so I then pull, I get my phone. I called 911, and I'm like, when she was like, what's your emergency? And I was like, yeah, I just shot my boyfriend. Then I'm thinking like, damn, I wasn't supposed to say that. God, I'm fucking up. Damn, I wasn't supposed to say that. But anywho, she was like, who got shot? And I was like, I said, my boyfriend got shot. And she was like, okay, where are you? And I told her where I was at, where we were at. I was like, yeah, I need y'all to, send an ambulance or whatever. So she was like, and who shot him? And in my mind, I'm like, yo, I ain't saying this shit twice. again. She was like, ma'am, who shot him? And I was like, I did. Shit, you got it on record anyway. You got the shit recorded anyway. I can't lie. So I was like, I did. And she was like, where's the gun? And I was like, I got my gun. I got the gun. And she was like, I need you to put the gun down. I'm like, shit, I ain't put my goddamn gun down. You crazy as hell. So about that time, the truck that was at the truck stop, they pull up. And a man and a woman hop out. The woman comes over to me. The man goes over to him. And the woman was like, did he attack you again? We seen him attack you at the store.
Wow.
You're going to be fine. Don't worry about it or whatever. So then at that point, then I still got a 911 operator telling me, man, put the gun down. So then I was like, all right, Rita, put the gun down, because if the police show up, you still got the gun. You got a whole nother situation. So
right.
I put the gun down. I put the gun down in the front seat, and it's like 3 shell casings right there too, and a little bit of blood. And the police show up. So before anything, he detains me. He put me in the car, whatever. He goes and he tends to BJ. They call the ambulance to come in. Before all of that, after I get off the phone with 911, I text my kids, right? So in the group chat, I text my kids. And mind you, in my group chat is my 4 kids, my sister, hell, the kids' baby daddy is in the group chat.
The whole immediate family.
My nephew, pretty much, right? So I put in the group chat, 911, I just shot BJ, right? If you could hear how their response to that shit was, it's crazy, right? My baby boy had my oldest daughter's truck. He was first on the scene. I don't know where my baby was at, but he was there. My oldest son was at work threatening to leave the old people by themselves because he was the only one there. My kid's dad was in North Carolina. He had gas fumes thinking he reading the shit wrong. He got people checking. Like, this can't be right. This shit can't be right. My sister gets the shit in the middle of the night, because this is like 12:30 at night.
Yeah, because y'all going out. It's late in the night.
Right. My sister gets the message, and her first thought is how come she made us all accomplices? Calling us, telling us this shit. The cop comes, and they put me in handcuffs. I have the lady that was there with my phone. I have her text my cousin to tell her the same thing. She's still there in the beach where we were at or whatever. So anyway, I'm sitting in the car, waiting for whatever. Another cop comes up. He read me my rights. And he said, "Man, will you tell me what happened?" Now, everything I done learned on Law and Order, right, is to say, don't wait till you get your attorney.
Right.
I'd already messed up because I had to put the shit on the damn 911 dispatcher, right? But, and so I'm not supposed to say nothing. But in this instance, I feel like I should tell them what happened, so that they can, and the lady that works at the store, she's there. So they're going in and out of the store. So I'm thinking, well, shit, if it's on video, maybe they'll look at the video. It'll corroborate my story, For anybody that don't know, that shit does not go down like it do in the movies. Because Olivia would have went and checked that damn video.
Olivia's crazy.
She would have went and checked the fucking video, right?
Oh, shit.
I am in this car. I tells this man exactly what happened. I didn't tell him about the other 2 stores. I tell him about what happened in that parking lot, right? And he was like, okay. So he goes and mind you, I am dressed for the club, so I got a little crop top on with the genie pants, with the split all the way to the thigh,
killing them.
Shit jiggling everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Got my white brand new Air Max on, the whole 9. I'm trying to, be cute, right? Right. I'm in the back of the motherfucking back of the truck with some handcuffs on right now.
Shit.
And finally, the ambulance come. Take him. The first cop that's on the scene, I guess because he's the first cop on the scene, is his. This thing was excited as excited can be. It was crazy, right? So he comes up to the car. He's like, all right, Miss Braxton, I'm placing you under arrest for attempted murder. Another cop came over. He read me my rights. And when he read me my rights, he asked me what happened. Now, normally I wouldn't have told him what happened. Everything that I know about law and order says don't tell. Don't don't say nothing until you get you an attorney. So anywho, I tell him or whatever, but the cop that originally was first on the scene, I guess it was his, because he was first there, it's his case or whatever. So after everything's all said and done, they didn't taped it off. The ambulance that came and gone or whatever. He comes over to the car and he says, Miss Braxton, you're under arrest for attempted murder. And I'm like, what? Attempted murder? I was like, how? I shot him in the knee. And obviously, I wasn't trying to kill him. Right. And he was like, it doesn't matter. You shot him. So I was like, all right. So we go down to the police station in Amelia. The man take me in there. I'm fit to be tied for real. Like I'm like, I can't believe this. I can't even believe this. So he was like, all right, well, we're about to go in front of the magistrate. The magistrate is going to tell me, one, whether or not I can charge you with what I'm charging you with, and two, if you'll get a bond. So I'm like, all right. So we go in front of the magistrate. He come on the screen and he says, okay, what is she being charged for? And he was like, attempted murder. And he was like, okay, how is it attempted murder? And the cop says, Miss Braxton shot William Baker Jr. And he was like, okay, where did she shoot him? And he said, she shot him in the knee and the upper leg area or whatever. And he was like, well, how was it attempted murder? And he was like, because she shot him. He said, yeah, I understand she shot him. And I know this is going to sound weird, but in order for it to be attempted murder, and he said, I'm not trying to mess your case up, but she has to shoot him somewhere where it could have been fatal.
Right.
And I'm saying to myself, well, damn, didn't we just had the same conversation? And the cop was like, well, she shot him in he said she shot him in the knee. And the other place is a little weird to explain. And he was like, okay. He said, was it above the femur? I do not believe that cop knew where the femur was at. He was like, well, she shot him in the waist belt loop area. Okay, that's like your stomach. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that could be fatal. But that's not where I shot him at. So anywho,
he had some big case going on. He was going to get
right.
You. Yeah, I see what happened. Okay.
Right. So then the magistrate says, okay. So he started writing it up. And then he said, who called the police? He said, well, Miss Braxton called the police. He said, she called the police. He said, yeah, she called the police. And I swear I feel like he wanted to say, yo, what the hell are you doing? So I just sat there, whatever. He was like, Miss Braxton, I can't give you a bond. He said, but you're going to have court in the morning. Mind you, this is early Sunday. So he's talking about Monday. He said, you're going to have court in the morning. You can ask the, judge then if you can get a bond. Or he said, you can appeal it. So now the shit done got real because I've been in a police station before, umpteen years back. But I ain't never spent no night in jail. Oh. So I'm like, oh my God.
What you said? This is definitely not law and
order. There. What the fuck? Yo. I couldn't believe this shit, yo. So I was like, okay. So the cop is getting me ready to take me to Piedmont. And he was like, I'm gonna give you your belongings back or whatever. And I was like, you search my bag? Because he told me he was keeping my bag. He said he was going to search it. I said, you searched my bag? He was like, yeah, I searched it. I said, so you got the other clip out of there? He was like, you got a second clip? You're damn right I got a second clip. Apparently you didn't search the bag because it's in there.
Who was this piece of shit cop?
Yo, I don't even know his name. But he didn't fingerprint me, nothing. Like, I didn't find out that he messed that part up until I went to court later on. They was like, he was supposed to fingerprint you. He didn't fingerprint you. Like, he was ridiculous. He I don't know what the hell was up with him. But anyway.
He did read your rights, though.
He didn't read me my rights. Okay. Another cop did. Okay. Yeah. And they did try to, after when I was there, the investigator that was going to be investigating the case. He did try to get me to tell my story again, but I was like, nah, man, I told you the story one time and y'all charged me with attempted murder. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so he was like, I understand. I said, no, I'm gonna wait till I get an attorney. And then I asked the other cop that charged me. I was like, did the cop that I told my story to tell you what happened? He was like, yeah, he told me. I said, well, how come you ain't mentioned none of that when we was in front of the magistrate? Wow. And he was like, oh, well, because all of that gets sorted out in court.
No,
okay.
But what you said led me in here to spend the night, though. You could have said something totally different. I get what you're saying, right? Bullshit.
Right, exactly. So, now I'm in here on these chumped up ass charges. I sound like somebody off the movies too. Chumped up ass charges. So, anywho, I'm headed over here to this damn police station, to Piedmont, to the jail. Of course, look, I've been around here my entire life,
right?
So the people I'm about to run into, like, not the inmates, but the staff.
Right.
Yo.
Yeah, probably cousins, people you went to school with.
Yo, what?
Oh,
what?
man. What you thinking right there, man? When you walk up at this bitch, Sharita, you see all these motherfuckers, and then they ask you what you do, and you gotta say, yo, nigga.
So look, they opened up the door to let me out. And I can't remember this baby name. It's the guy, but I can't remember his name, but I know him. I know his face. And I know he's like, what the hell? Because that's what everybody's like, yo, what the hell? So he, we go out, they make me take off my jewelry and all of that other stuff or whatever. Then I walk into, I guess, what they call intake area, right?
Yeah.
Yo, all right. So in the intake area, it's cells in there. Everybody is, it's glass so they can see out or whatever. Yo, remember what I got on, right?
Oh,
these motherfuckers is jacking off immediately. Like
they give you a quick one.
Yo, I'm like, this shit is ridiculous.
Funny, but I can see this shit in my head.
Yo. So finally the girl is like they didn't have me right there long. They was like, do you want to call somebody or whatever? So the numbers that my son had gave me was his number and my mom number. And I don't know what the hell happened or who dropped the ball, but ain't neither one of them answer the damn phone. I was like, really? Y'all not gonna answer the phone? So anywho, eventually somebody answered the phone or whatever.
Right.
And I talked to him. But then when I get off the phone, the lady was like, I'm going to get you to change your clothes. I was like, all right, cool.
Please,
so we go, yo, go ahead and change my clothes, Shemaine. And I have to fucking strip down to nothing. Then I got to squat.
And cough.
Oh my God. Yo, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
If anything was wrong in the movies, I wish that was it. Because what the hell? Oh, are you serious? And the whole while I'm thinking, yo, when I woke up this morning, I had no idea this shit was gonna go down.
It's no way. And you know what's funny? And I hate to say this, but you being the kind of person you are, as far as giving him a chance after chance after chance, you seeing a little bit of good in this motherfucker, all that led you to be there because you actually gave somebody a chance. And I've seen your exes pause, no Diddy, everybody, no homo, whatever. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of guys you've dated. You've dated like a lot of higher end guys, taller, bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, and I'm not trying to be, I feel like you actually maybe took a few steps back with this guy, and you gave him a chance, and it landed you in some bullshit situation, which is unfortunate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, go ahead.
So I'm in here and I get dressed or whatever. They put me in the cell. All right. I think this is probably the only time that I have ever felt like one of those, and y'all please excuse me.
Oh shit.
One of those entitled ass white people. Because I'm in this motherfucker like, I'm sorry. Can I please get an extra pillow? This ain't right. this bed is hard. I mean,
you privileged
can we do something about that? I'm looking for some special fucking treatment. Like, and I apologize saying it. I promise you, y'all, I'm not trying to say anything about white people.
No,
but y'all talk,
but look, I got yeah, right.
Right. So, but I really felt like, and I was like, oh my God, I don't see any toilet paper. What are we doing? I'm looking, I knock on the window. Ma'am, do I get toilet paper or do I just have to shake? What is yeah. This shit was crazy. No bullshit, right? Man. So I'm in this bitch, I'm like,
but what's going through your mind? Are you thinking, because I can only imagine your mindset, are you thinking, yo, I'm fucking in jail and my charge is attempted fucking murder right now? Like, has this sunk in yet, or are your adrenaline just fucking going crazy?
No. I'm thinking, how long am I gonna have to do this? Like, what is going on? Like, oh my God, my kids.
Wow.
Yo, the way they must be feeling right now. And how long am I gonna have to go without seeing my grands? Anybody that know me, I don't play about my nano babies.
Yeah, I already know.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know. But let me tell you, when I tell you your girl got a team, one thing about it, two things for sure. My family, my friends, my customers, my associates, they're not about to play about me.
Come on.
When I say them things came through, before I even got comfortable, it might have beat me to the jail. My cousin already had money on the phone, said, look, I already had made phone calls up there. Look, she don't know nothing about jail. Tell her she got money on here to call whoever the hell she need to call, and and hit me whenever she can hit me, like whatever.
Showed out.
Oh, well, show up and show out. When I say they took shifts, making sure my baby's head was straight, making sure anything and everything was straight with me at the jail.
Wow.
I can't even tell you how many people was at the courthouse in Amelia that Monday morning. This shit happened 12 o'clock. And Monday morning, it was ridiculous. I wasn't there because I was on the camera or whatever. I just heard about it. And after I was there for a few hours, I had one of the lieutenants or somebody coming like, yo, our motherfucking phones ain't stopped ringing since your ass got in here. Like, we got people calling, fussing at us to make sure, to go and check on you. You good? Can I go back and tell these people you okay? Because they would not let us have any peace.
I can only imagine that must have been like, oh man, wow. I mean, you knew they loved you, but to get that kind of support.
Right. Absolutely. And and also it wasn't bad in there either, because I knew a lot of people in there. But when I was in the intake part, the inmates or whatever, and the crazy part is I was so vulnerable at that time. Like, I looked pitiful as hell because one, I've been crying, I'm in my feelings. What? You know what I'm saying? I'm just beyond belief with this shit or whatever. And one of the guys, a few of the guys was, call us up trying to holler. You know how they do. They ain't seen no female in forever, whatever.
Right.
So seeing me, they was at first trying to holler. Then they like, mine's gonna be okay.
Oh,
I promise you, you're gonna be fine. It's okay. And so it just changed, because I probably looked that fucking pitiful in there or whatever, right? So I'm in here and I'm by myself in the intake part. Finally, they was like, all right, well, we're gonna take you and put you in a pod. And I'm like, oh my God, no, I don't want to do it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm about to get into. Right. So they was like, well, you're going to go and be in an area with other females or whatever. Now, they had already given me some stuff or whatever. One guy who they thought was my cousin because we had the same last name had told this man that his cousin was in here or whatever for murder, right? Told him it was for murder. And he was like, is the person dead? And he was like, well, we don't know. It was like, well, shit, it might not be murder then. But he recognized me, but we didn't know each other personally. Right. And so he came back the next day with a whole bag full of goodies. I had donuts and Doritos.
Man, stop kidding.
I ain't lying. He gave me nabs, a pair of socks, Dove soap, the whole nine, right? Then I
Wow.
get to the bottom of the bag and it's some white boxes, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with these? Like, why is he giving me white boxes? Like, what's up with these? Right? So when I get to the pod, I see all the females walking around with these white boxes on. So I said, oh, all right, well, I guess that's what that's for. So I'm in this pod. The first pod they put me in was a little small joint. I don't know these people. This girl, she did recognize me as soon as I came through. And she said, your mama Shirley? And I was like, yeah, my mom Shirley. She
Wow.
was like, yeah, I know you. She said, I even been to your house a couple of times or whatever to pick somebody up from getting their hair done or whatever. And
Wow.
she was cool as a bitch too. Her name was Felicia. All right, so we get to this pod. The bitch ain't big as nothing, but it's a downstairs and an upstairs. The downstairs is already overcrowded, so I was like, fuck it, I'll go upstairs. Go upstairs. It's one bunk upstairs, and it's a white girl. But look, I should have known some shit was crazy anyway because the bitch was held together with a damn maxi pad. I said, man, I can't believe I'm
Hold
living
on.
like
The
this.
what was held together?
The door was shut, but it had a maxi pad
To stop
holding
it
it
up.
together. Yeah.
It
I
ain't
said, oh
funny,
my
but it's the way
God.
you saying this shit. What the fuck?
Yo. So I opened the damn door.
Oh
The white girl
man.
screams, hey, yo, I'm in here trying to masturbate. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Like, her legs wide. She had underwears on, but her legs wide open and shit. And I'm like, man, I can't live like this. This ain't right. This, this ain't it. What the hell, yo? So now, mind you, I watch a lot of Law and Order.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'm trying to keep some shit in my mind, right? For the most part, I'm always nice,
Right,
right?
right.
But what you're not gonna do is try me in here. You're not gonna try me. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to,
You
man,
gotta,
don't do
gotta,
it.
gotta show your dominance. Hey, look, don't
Ooh.
try to pussyfoot me now, type shit.
Right. So she was like, I had said, I was like, yo, they told me to come up here, whatever. She was like, all right, well, I had put my stuff on the set my stuff down on the floor. And she was like, all right, yo, well, can you give me a couple of minutes so I can straighten up or whatever? I was like, 'cause she had shit all over the top bunk or whatever anyway. So I was like, all right, that's cool. So I reached down to pick my stuff up. And she was like, nah, you can leave it in here. I'm not gonna do nothing with it. And I was like, nah, taking this on outside, right? And then she was like, wait a minute. Are you the girl that shot her husband? I was like, man, what the fuck? Even been in this bitch 2 days, like 48 hours yet. Like, and she was
Already,
like,
you the
well,
girl
no,
that, yeah.
right. So I was like, first off, he want my husband. Second off, he need to keep his hands to himself. And she was like, oh shit, now he had to fuck around and find out. Glad you picked it up on just like that. Picked it up just like that. So I walk out. She was doing whatever for a couple of minutes and went back in. The girl that recognized me, she was like, and this girl, she fine, but she's one of those like real loud people. Like she
Bro,
just
yeah,
talk
that's
loud, move
loud in
loud. Yeah,
general, yeah.
yeah. So the girl that recognized me, she was like, hey, if you want, I can sleep up here and you can take my bunk downstairs because some other girl in there snore and she had a thing about snoring or whatever. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, because this girl loud. I can't. She doing too much already. So I go back downstairs. Again, I don't know what to expect, safeguarding what little I do have or whatever. So all these extra soaps and lotions and all of this extra shit I had, put that shit right in a sock. Because I promise you, come over here in the middle of the night, it's gonna be a problem. Right on in that motherfucking sock, underneath that pillow, underneath what I made
Right.
into a pillow anyway.
And it's funny because
So
you just came off a situation where you had to defend yourself, and then you back in a situation where you
right,
got to defend yourself.
right. So I'm like, but it ended up being fine.
Okay.
The girls was cool. Everything was everything. I won't even in that joint in that particular pod for 24 hours. Before they moved me to a bigger pod. And I'm like, damn, I just got comfortable in here. So they moved me to a bigger pod. That wasn't that bad because everybody that they moved out of that pod to the bigger pod, we all kind of just bunked together since we was already together in the one before or whatever. So that wasn't that bad. But yo, like the whole situation, I had my moments where I just would think, and I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you, yo. One thing about me is I I ain't gonna say I try. I don't ever want to do nobody wrong. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna intentionally do nobody wrong, set nobody up for failure, but it just goes against everything I know, everything I believe in, everything that the person that I am to let you slide for some shit like this. You got me in jail and you're playing the victim. Like, because, my cousins, they keeping me up on everything that's going on. Yo, they went and talked to him. He said he don't remember. He on Facebook talking about thank you for all the love and the support.
God.
And, all of this, that, and the third, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, this motherfucker don't got me. Amelia, whoever do the news or magazine, whatever over there, oh, they done painted this terrible picture of me. Oh, she done murdered him. Oh, but no, he ain't dead. So it's attempted murder. Like, your story is all over the place.
No
They got
context on what happened. None of the... Gotcha.
No.
Right.
Nothing. Right. So I'm sitting in here and I promise you, I can be the most vindictive person known to man. So I sat here and contemplated because I already knew I wasn't in the wrong, but I just needed proof that I wasn't in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, everything that took place in front of a camera.
Thank
what I'm
God.
saying? So it was an open and shut, but I still had to spend 8 days away. I still had to come up with 10 racks for an attorney. I still had to, lose business and have my name drug through the mud and all of this. I'm sitting here thinking about all of this stuff, yo. So yeah, I promise you, if I'm given an opportunity to get back, I'm gonna get back. It just is what it is. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing. I don't care what you got on the line because you didn't care what I had on the line. You knew you had bullshit with you from the jump, right? Mentioning bullshit. So when I said my cousins went to work, they went to work. I had cousins looking for an attorney. I had one cousin hitting up his PO officer because she had the plug like that and found out that prior to this incident, he pissed dirty for cocaine. Wow. So no, it ain't alcohol that's sending you. It's cocaine that's sending you through the roof, right?
And with that mixture of alcohol together, oh my God.
Right. So my thing is this, and that really pissed me off because that question I told you I asked about do you hit women? I also asked him, hey, you do coke?
Wow.
I asked him just like that.
Wow.
And the reason why I asked him like that, 2 reasons. One, because I felt like if I made it seem like it wasn't a big thing, that I could get the truth out of him.
Yeah, say something.
Right. Secondly, I asked him because he kept with all this fucking sniffling and shit. Like, you doing a whole lot of fucking sniffling and shit. But what the fuck is that? So he tells me, oh, no, I got bad sinuses. Sinuses is terrible. Since I was little. Got me buying CVS out. Well, we got to do something about these sinuses. Spending all kinds of money on sinus medication, nigga. And you know damn well it ain't no sinuses. You over here. Every time I wash your clothes, you got tissues all in your pocket and shit because your nose won't stop running and shit. And hollering about some sinuses. And it is not sinus, And I asked him, to be direct because there's too many people out here thinking it's okay. I ain't judging nobody.
Right.
I don't know what nobody is going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why they turned to that shit, it shouldn't be something recreational, Lord, because it's just never a good outcome with the shit or whatever. But I know no matter how much I want to help somebody be a better them, I can't do nothing when it comes to drugs.
Oh, man.
And hell, I can't do nothing when it comes to alcohol. I can't do nothing but pray for you. You know what I'm saying? So that would, if I had got the truth out of him, then that would have deaded that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it ain't nothing I can do. And I guess hence the reason why he lied about it or whatever. But yeah. So
you kind of sensed that coke was involved because everybody know coke rages people out. It kind of makes them enraged. So so the reason you asked about the coke thing was the tissues, and you kind of sensed like, hey, look, your temperament is kind of all over the place.
That ain't why I asked him, because I asked him this the first week we was together. I hadn't seen that temper yet.
Ooh.
I asked him solely because of the sniffling and shit.
Right.
And I know that unfortunately for us, it's an epidemic of that shit going.
Insane.
It's crazy around here. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him that because unfortunately, people think it's okay, and it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay with me. With
In
everybody
general,
else,
right?
that
In general, it's
yeah,
horrible.
yeah. So that's why I asked him. But after she mentioned that he failed two drug tests when he went to see his PO officer on two different occasions, then it kind of started making sense. Like,
Damn.
okay, yeah, he lied about that. I'm thinking it's just the alcohol. Like, nigga, you gotta let the alcohol go if that's what it do. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it wasn't just that. So that played a big part of it, and why I asked him originally.
So now you in here. You kind of settled to what's the norm for this moment
Mm-hmm.
in your mind. Okay, now let's upon you getting out, how's the whole process of, hey, look, okay, I'm about to go home. I guess they've done enough research to see that, hey, guess what? I'm a fucking victim right now. I'm the
Mm-hmm.
one that should be,
Mm-hmm.
at home. He should be in here, even though he shot. At what point were you
Mm-hmm.
getting you like, hey, look, hey, Miss Braxton, you getting ready to go home, or did you have to stay in to
So
court date?
okay, so when I went in that first day, that Monday, when I had court, the way the judge had presented it to me was that after I had got an attorney, I would come back to court the next week if I had one by then, and then he would have to file a motion for a bond because I asked her about getting a bond, and so then I would have to wait till the following week for that bond motion to be heard or whatever. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm gonna be in here for 2 weeks, and that was detrimental. Like I was like, oh my god, what the hell?
Mm.
2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? So, but my cousin, they found me an attorney. Of course, attorneys was running then 30,000, that, until they actually heard my case, heard what I had to say, and then they, was dropping it down. So we got it down as low as 10. Jason Anthony was my attorney. Yo, he ain't no joke. He ain't no
Mm.
joke. And
Shout out Jason
my
Anthony.
cousin, yeah, my cousin, she won't about to accept anybody less than the best, and that's all he do.
Mm.
And so I ended up getting him. I didn't even really. I talked to him a little bit over the phone, um, on like Sunday night or something, and then court was Monday for me to let them know what attorney I had. He seen the video that they had,
I
and
mean
I'm
the
thinking
store video.
the store video. Yeah. He seen the store video. At this time, I'm not saying I was comfortable because I wasn't comfortable, but them babies in there was in a hard place. And I can say I wasn't one of them ones.
Wow,
They got
man.
family that leave them hanging. They got, and I don't know nobody's story. They in there holding back tears of frustration
Damn,
because of course you
man.
don't want nobody to see you crying. And I know people was looking at me like I'm crazy because this one girl was crying out of frustration and I went and gave her a hug. I don't even think we supposed to touch each other. But I done gave her a hug. So
You over
it's
there
gonna
in
be
auntie mode
okay.
giving hugs and
Yes.
shit.
I was like, it's gonna be okay, baby. Don't worry about it. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? And then one of the officers was like, man, that lady do not belong in
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you
What is she doing? Yeah, what is she doing in here? So, but still, like, it was, I was really sad to see how hard it was for them in there. And was blessed that was one less thing that I had to worry about. So when I went to court that following Monday
right.
after, Jason had seen the thing or whatever, I found out then that yes, they felt like now I'm the victim. Of course, Amelia can't say I'm the victim because y'all the ones put me in here
Right.
premature.
Mm.
So now we got to let you go on the lowest bond possible because you ain't even really supposed to be in there.
Right.
And so they let me out on a $5,000 bond. I didn't find out until I went to court then, and I'm excited. Oh, because let me tell you something. I didn't think I thought I was gonna be in there another week. I didn't order some shit off of Amazon Prime. That's my commissary, by the way.
Man, shut
I
up,
don't
man. You don't order
because
shoes and clothes.
yo, when I say I was not playing, yo, I had $150 order here. another one because it's like 3 different ones. $150 order here, $200 order. Because I ain't about to go through with these trays y'all giving me no more. I'm going grocery shopping.
Yo.
Okay, I'm going doing my Walmart order. Give me some good shit in here. No, I refuse. No, I'm getting
that's
Amazon got my
that's
and I'm cold. Amazon got my jogging suit on the way. I ain't worried about it because I'm not, So I had all these commissaries, my Amazon Prime orders put in, and I had to cancel them because then I'm about to leave, right? I got some of my stuff. I took some here y'all babies go. Y'all can have these.
Hey, wow.
You had this stuff right here, whatever.
Wow, man.
And but they was all super sweet. So sweet that I thought the shit was a setup. Yeah, the girls who kept giving me shit. Like, you want some food, they gave me some oatmeal, they just offering all kinds of shit to the point where I asked one girl, I was like, look, everybody being nice. What is this? What is this? Should I be concerned?
Something? Right.
Should I be accepting these things? Right. Should I be concerned? She was like, no, everybody can obviously see that this is the first time for you. You don't have nothing. And, everybody just trying to be helpful, whatever. But I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So when I get out, and I'm excited, I'm like, yes, I'm out of here, So I get out and it moved me so much that they were so helpful in there. Like that week coming up, they were going to be ordering pizza from Papa John's. Yeah, they was going to be able to use that commissary to order pizza from Papa John's. So the same girl that I had asked about, everybody helping, I hit her up and told her that I wanted to buy pizza for the whole pod. So they didn't have to spend their commissary or whatever. So I put the money in her commissary for her to order like 4 or 5 pizzas, drinks, wings, or whatever for the pod. For being so nice, to me while I was in there.
Wow.
Because it was just my way of saying thank you. And but I get out and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. But it's crazy because you would think, you out, so you good. You know what I'm saying?
Quick, I just gotta say, look, you kind of brush past like among nothing. For you to be in there, charged with a bullshit murder charge, whatever the case may be, and still be selfless, giving away stuff, buying food. I mean, people need to hear this stuff, though. People gotta understand. I mean, it's genuinely good people like that out here, like you.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah. I think that's you said that, but you even said it like I'm on this. Like, yeah, I did. Like, let's expand on that. Let's put a light on that because I mean, that's huge, man. Like to be as selfless as you are in the most detrimental situation you can be in, you still being selfless.
But you got to remember, Tremaine, I told you at the beginning of this interview, it does me more to help others.
That's right.
Like it really does. I like to feel. It just gives me joy to help anyone that's less fortunate, may not have, or have, and just need to see a new light, or something like that. Because I don't know, I really can't explain it. But
and that's why y'all need to support her, man. Touch Up Class 2. Look her up. Her phone number gonna be on the screen.
Yeah,
that's why you need to support people like this. And I ain't just saying this because she's my friend, man. Because, it reminds me of the things my mom did growing up when she didn't have nothing, still doing stuff for people. I think it needs to be a light shined on that. And that's one of the biggest reasons I wanted to do this with Sharita, because I needed people to see the real her, the person I saw when I met, you know what I'm saying? But I hate to get off track. I hate to do that, but I wanted to point that out and put some light on who you are, you know what I'm saying? But, so, all right, now you go to court. They give you the $500, $5,000 bond. You get out, boom, you at home.
I'm at home, but I'm home, but I'm not right.
I talked to you, dude. I talked to you. Remember, I called you. You said, "Yo, I'm on bond. I know you seen it." I'm like, "See what?" You like, "Oh, you bullshitting, Tremaine." I'm like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" Did you tell me what happened?
Yeah, I don't know how you missed that one.
You tell me.
I don't know how you missed that.
Yeah, and you were kind of, you were in better spirits than most people would have been, but I can tell the normal Sharita wasn't. She was kind of, yeah.
So what I mean by I wasn't right mentally, I won't dare.
Oh no.
Like, I had a lot to the point where I was so irritable. When I say irritable about everything. um pissed off about the smallest of things, traffic light turning red before I could get through it. I'm throwing a
Wow.
fit. Loud noises or just damn near anything. Unfortunately for the lady at Lowe's, I did not let her live when she showed me she was not paying me any attention when I talked to her. The normal reader would have just brushed that off and would have been like, it is what it is. But I had to. Okay, I was mean. That's just that. I wasn't.
But
I
you went to
wasn't
stealth,
polite
right?
about the shit at all. I wasn't. And so I recognized that I guess because I didn't have closure to it, that mentally it was taking a mental toll on me. And so I did seek help from a therapist
Right.
to vent about it, to make some light of it, and she pretty much was like, yo, you're a hair trigger away from a mental breakdown, yo. Like,
God
you
damn.
really have to find some peace. You have to find some way to relax. You're gonna have to find you a stress reliever or something. Yo, because I was not. And then I started battling spiritually. Like, why not the why me, because I don't like to ever question the Lord or nothing, but like, is this what I was supposed to do? Did I handle it like you wanted me to handle it? Was it anything else I could have did differently so I didn't have to harm him? I mean, I played that night back in my head
Oh, I can
over
only
and
imagine.
over and over again, like a million times. And when I got out, I even went back to the scene to just try to make sense of
Damn.
it
Damn.
all. Like, it was hard. I seeked um pastor, to get spiritual counseling. I couldn't talk to him, but I felt like when I was at church that I just couldn't stop crying. Like, it's just all these questions, and I'm like, am I this person? Like, can I actually be this person that would shoot somebody? I don't know. I beat myself up a lot about doing it. I really did, even though I felt like I had no other choice. I don't ever want my grandkids to hear, yo, your mom, your grandmama did this and your grandmama did that or whatever, because I just never thought, even though I carried it around with me, I never thought I literally would have to use it.
Cause nobody
Um,
wants to use it, man. Like, and you know what I'm saying?
right.
It's good for protection, but okay. Damn,
Yeah.
Sharita.
So yeah, I went through a lot. I don't think I really got the closure that I was looking for to where I could breathe until after we went to court and I got that not guilty judgment or whatever. And then things started to,
Kind of get
you
back
know,
in.
yeah, get back. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was drinking every day, not getting drunk, because I don't like to be sick. I don't like to throw up. So we're not gonna do that. I won't drinking that bad.
You're
But
trying to cope
I
and
just,
process.
yes, trying to cope, trying to process. Right. So, but like that same family and friends and clients and stuff that was there for me, they also recognize, yo, chill on the drinking. What you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah,
Sit
yeah,
that shit down. We're gonna have to find something else. Like, cause one thing about it, two things for sure, anybody that knows me know that if you in my circle and you know me, you can give it to me 100% straight. Any day of the week. I'm not gonna judge how you say it. I'm not gonna care how you say it. I'm just gonna listen to what you say. Because I feel like those people that's close to me like that is only saying stuff because they love me and they looking out for me. So I'm not gonna look at it in a negative way. So when they say, Rita, chill on that shit, yo. And I'm like, all right, let me try to find something else to pour into or figure out a way or whatever. But
So
yeah, that
you,
shit
so
was,
you process it. You go through the little battles, before the court. You get the not guilty verdict.
mhm.
You breathe in there. Okay, you start to breathe. Your lungs
Yeah.
starting to open up a little bit.
Hmm.
You go home. And things start. Eventually gets back. Not never right, but back into.
Right.
How are you now with the guy, right? The guy that your ex.
Hmm.
What's the whole dynamic now? I get you guys have broke up, but what's that dynamic now that all this shit didn't happen, right? You home, you not guilty, obviously. what happens now with you guys? You know, is it a conversation? Does he try to reach out? Is it a restraining order? What the hell is going on now?
So the same day I got a not guilty verdict, they arrested him for felony domestic violence. They already had that charge out there based on the video. So it's not something that I pressed on him, but that's, you know, what they did or whatever. So along with that, they have a restraining order. So no, he cannot reach out to me. He cannot reach out to me. For a long, I think I'm fine there, but for a long time, I really did want to have a conversation because I really wanted to know why.
Yeah.
Behind
I get that.
Why you didn't take ownership of what the hell happened?
I get that.
You know, why you didn't tell the truth about it? Why you coming to my life with this bullshit?
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you already knew how I was moving. I'm happy. I'm good. My grandkids, kids, all of that. So why you come in here thinking that it was okay for you to bring
your insecurities to my life?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all of that. But those are probably questions that I'll never get answered, and I've come to terms with that part of it. But now, mind you, that case exists in Amelia, but we also still have the case going on in Prince Edward from the whole before the cruise situation.
Oh, right. Damn. Man.
So there's two charges there, and before me, he had two other cases over his head. Those were dropped because the people never showed up or whatever. Now, I don't know if you remember me when I said, as nice as I can be, I'm probably the most vindictive ass person you will ever meet.
That's right.
So crossing me and doing me dirty is not smart for anyone, any means, know, about it. So when people say, "Oh well, you know, he's in jail," and you did shoot him, so it ain't like he off scot-free. I don't care. I don't care nothing about it. I don't care. When they call me to testify, what? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No question.
Because you didn't have to come into my life with this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to play the victim. You could have took some ownership knowing that you was the one who initiated all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, no, I'm not taking no pity on nobody. No. It's just not in me to do so. I'm sorry for you and your family and whoever else that's got to get the repercussions, but nobody had no pity over my side. You know, I didn't get nobody to reach out.
Right.
I didn't have none of his family and friends reaching out to me, talking about, you know, damn, Rita, I'm sorry this happened. What can we do? This, that, and no. So please don't look for no pity from my side when it's his turn. Now, that brings me to today, which happened. I had to go to court for him for Prince Edward, which is crazy to me because I found out today, because at first he was going to plead guilty. They was going to give him 30 days. And I'm like, damn, that's it. Shit, he already done 30 days.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry that I want more, but it is what the fuck it is.
I mean, based on what you've been through, it's only normal to feel that way.
Right.
Shit, I mean. So
I was like, 30 days, damn. You know, but then I forgot he was on parole. So I was like, oh yeah, he on parole. So if he plead guilty to anything, he gonna have to do whatever time he got left.
He got set down.
He never told me. I asked him before, like, how much time you got on parole? He kept saying, they just said that they'll let me off when they let me off. And I was like, that don't make sense. Normally they give you a time frame. Yeah. That don't make sense to me. Why when they want to or whatever? He never asked me. So I found out in court today, this nigga got 41 years over his head.
What?
21 years? Nigga, you supposed to have been the most law-abiding citizen in the world. Are you kidding me? 41 years? What?
The most law-abiding citizen in the world.
Are you kidding me?
That's insane.
No way.
That's insane.
So he wanted to get in a continuance to see what happened in the end. Baby, I hate to disappoint you. You doing them 41 at this point because I'm not letting you off the hook. There's some shit you should have thought about beforehand. I'm confused. I'm confused as to why.
Oh my God.
Yo, how many chances do you need? You
41
already had.
bruh.
Insane.
To get 41 years over your head, what have you done to accrue that number? Right.
Right.
So you've been fucking up
Because
for a minute.
so when I told you he had a long ass rap sheet, he
You
did.
said that.
But he said he done 3 years or whatever. What he told me he did, yeah, I could see him having, but I don't know what he did to get them type of years over his head. But he told his attorney that he had 41 years over his head, so he needed to see what was gonna happen in Amelia first before he make a determination on whether he gonna plead. Baby, I hate to disappoint you. It don't matter what you plead at this point because you gone. You knew this. You knew this when you got out before you even met me. Yo, what are you talking about 41 years? And then you go to your PO officer and you piss dirty?
Oh, what is
that? I need somebody to make it make sense for me.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
You know what?
So he got a lot going on. And when he goes to court, what do they give him? What do they initially give him?
When
he goes to court, like when he go to court for all that shit, the assault, the probation violation, all the shit
that's still up in the air. But I think the 41 years gonna take the cake on all of it. I mean, and the thing is these violations are for the same thing.
Oh,
honey, if you know you can't be in a relationship without putting your hands on other said parties, male, wink wink, or female,
whoa,
then you need to be by yourself.
Yes.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
So
you need to be by yourself. That's just that on that.
Right.
With 41 years over your head, and then you want to fight in every relationship you're in. That's crazy.
It's fucking insane. I mean, the average motherfucker with 5 years over his head gonna move like you feel me, move on eggshell type shit.
What?
41 is insanity. I'm moving to a Christian resort. I'm chilling now.
Right. No relationship. No.
So right now he's sitting down. He landed down. Is he inside right now, or is he still out?
No. So when he went to court with me and they charged him, he tried to get a bond. They are holding him without bond. So they're holding him without bond.
Okay. So he's still sitting down right now. He's still sitting down.
Yeah. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Not with no 41 years. He in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even want to touch the other bullshit.
Yeah, because you caught it. I know you caught it.
For those who caught it. For those that know.
Right. And for those who miss it, it's okay.
For those who miss it, it's okay.
It's okay.
Sharita, goddamn. You know what? So, more of the story is, fellas, keep your hand off these women.
Yo.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Jealous? I don't give a fuck about nothing. You be jealous?
Right.
Do the work to fix yourself.
Right.
Seek therapy. I've had therapy. I love it. It's helped me tremendously.
Absolutely.
You can't, and don't get with a woman that looks beautiful, like Sharita. She's a beautiful woman. If you don't get an ugly woman, get an ugly woman. Get somebody you ain't got to worry about. Somebody trying to talk. Get an ugly woman.
Don't do that.
Get an ugly woman. They need love too. For real. Am I lying? That way, guess what? When you leave and go to work, ain't nobody trying to get that but you.
If you feel like you got to be that concerned, but I'm gonna tell you, like, nowadays it's just not worth it. And 9 times out of 10, baby, especially this older group. I can't talk about them little ones no more. This older group, we done been there, we done done that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. At the end of the day, if I don't like you no more, I'm just gonna tell you. It's so much easier.
Out the gate, it ain't working out.
The way I chuck the deuces, look at here. Bring it in. We're gonna go and call it a day.
But you know what's funny? You still gave, with all this being said, you gave that guy, chance, because you still saw a glimmer of who he could be, who he was when he was sane, right?
Yeah.
And I think that needs to be pointed out too, man. And in no case, I mean, me and Sharita laughing a little bit, a lot about this stuff, whatever. But in no case is domestic violence funny. He did a lot of weird shit, made it funny. He made it funny. But in no way, shape, or form, man, is domestic violence ever gonna be cool. And it's funny because even when he was attempting like missing your face and taking your phone, and as soon as they put their hands on you, that's assault.
Right.
That enough could have spoke mouths and spoke volumes, and you still tried to reconcile.
Right.
All right, man. We gon' goddamn Sharita. This is why I called her earlier, y'all. I said I gotta talk to you. I said because man, y'all don't understand, and I know a lot of people, and I don't consider a lot of people friends, but I do consider Sharita a friend. And I was like, even if people know who she is, but for those that got this wrong, the wrong idea of her, the wrong idea of what happened, they need to hear this shit. And if for nothing, I want her to do it on my platform because I know it's a non-judgmental platform, and I know her, so I know the shit she's saying ain't bullshit.
No, not at all.
But man, listen, Sharita, what's the name of 20 plus years of doing hair? What's the name of your company again?
A Touch of Class 2.
A Touch of Class 2. Her number's on the screen. Her Facebook is on the screen. Hit her up. If you can't find her for whatever reason, you live under a rock or you can't understand, contact me. I'll shoot you directly to her. Sharita, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it so much, man.
You're welcome. No problem.
Like you gonna make. I know you probably fucked up right now, but you gonna make a man a good wife. You probably fucked up right.
I don't do a good job of picking them. I'm gonna tell you, I might need to sit my ass down somewhere.
But if anything I can do, I love you to death. Anything I can do, man, contact me, y'all. A touch of Class 2. Anything you want to say, Sharita, before I let you go, man, I've held you long. I feel like I've held you. Anything you want to say to anybody, this is time.
No, I'm good. This is actually therapy for me to be able to talk about it and let people know, like, if you're in a situation, you got people that'll support you. You do not have to sit through it. And man, them red flags is real. Don't go, because my situation could have been way worse. I'm just thankful to the Lord that it could have went the other way. Like, it could have been real bad. And so I'm glad it turned out how it turned out. But Tremaine, I appreciate you having me. This was fun. Like, seriously, it was fun.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
All right, y'all, man. A Touch of Class 2, man. Directly in Direct TV. Miss Sharita Braxton. Hey, we out, man.
Bye, bye.
Bye.